You ever just feel like you try to find stuff to do, absolutely nothing goes right, and you just feel like you're wasting your time? I'm feeling that right now. Stuff you actually want to do just isn't working out. Like, you know what? I was like, this would be kind of an interesting idea for a video, just playing that, like, offline dinosaur game and just, like, talking about stuff while doing that. I can't do that either, because the dinosaur game doesn't exist, is on Google. I don't have that, and I don't know how to get it because I'm too much of an idiot to try. So instead, I am sitting here with nothing. If anything interesting enough happens, I'll like record a clip of it to put on the video. If this ends up becoming a video, it probably won't end up becoming a video. Cause yeah, I can't even do that. Like, there are a ton of Xbox games that and not even Xbox, like literally anything. I have so much other stuff that I could record, and I just can't because I don't have a capture card, so I can't do that either. Garden Warfare, can't do that. Fortnite, can't do that. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, can't do that. But I do have some conversation topics, so I guess I can get those out of the way. Videos. I'm working on a few. Some would say too many, because I'm very lazy and haven't actually done anything with half of them. Oh, there's a mass race going on. Let's do that. Really? Only 9 people? That is, actually kind of concerning. Like, wow. Like, for most people, it probably wouldn't be that surprising. Riders is a game that no one has heard about. But no, this game actually gets, like, relatively decent player counts, and mass races usually have full lobbies. But no, only 9 people at 5 PM. That is... At least now that means there's, like, 0 competition, because there is literally nobody playing. I can't wait to find out my TV's on too loud, and then my audio bleeds through on my mic, and then there's a bunch of copyrighted music in it. Which then means I have to either scrap all of this or use the audio mixing thing that gets rid of the audio in the background, which then gets rid of half of the stuff that I say, which then means none of this footage is usable. Because that happened earlier, that was very fun. Okay. That was insanely easy. We lost people through that too. We only have 7 people left. What happened? They're all low levels. What happened? Like, what's going on? Is there, like, something going on in the game that I don't know about? Let me actually look that up. I have no idea. As far as I can tell, no one really plays this game anymore. Or at least no one... Its latest video on this game was, like, a month ago when they added dirt bikes, and ever since then there's been absolutely nothing. Because this is actually a really fun game. It's not surprising. I'm surprised it lasted this long, but yeah. Maybe I just got really unlucky and I'm in a dead lobby, but there is nobody. Guess I can try thinking of some topics, though. Speaking of games that people do not find interesting anymore, apparently. Fortnite. People don't like that game anymore. According to the interwebs, it is, as they call it, a dead game. Okay, so that's how I do that jump. Okay, don't hit... I mean, at least I guess this means I don't really have to try, but, like, still unfortunate. Okay, that might actually be really bad. I need to pick up speed. And my controller's dying, hooray. You know what, that's just gonna be funny. Imagine I go through all of this and then my controller dies, like, at the last second. Or I just keep missing checkpoints too, that's an option as well, I guess. Only people are saying that Fortnite is, like, finally dead, like, content's not doing good on it, people just aren't interested in watching. It's mainly content, that's what people are talking about. Like, people are saying the game's in a fine state, but content just is doing well. You know, you've got Nick A30 and all the other 50 billion Mr. Beast ripoffs all just going, oh, the game's dead. No one wants to watch content on Fortnite anymore. Oh no, Epic needs to step up their game and do stuff for me because my content's doing bad and add more content. And this happens every year. It's always around this time. It's either January or summer that this happens. Because that's when the devs go on break and, you know, revenue for YouTube's usually down around those times, I'm pretty sure. My opinion on it personally, as someone who used to watch Fortnite content, I still sometimes do, but not any of the big creators. A lot of the more smaller ones is what I watch. The game is in a perfectly fine state, and I am happy with the state the game is in. The problem is that all of the content surrounding the game on YouTube sucks. Like, entirely. It is absolutely horrible. It is legitimately the worst it has ever been. Or actually, no, it's not even that. It's not even that it's the worst it's been. It's just, it's been the exact same stuff for like 4 years now. And it's just not interesting. There's a reason earlier I said I just called them Mr. Beast ripoffs, because that's all it is. It's just the, oh my god, hey guys, today we're gonna be doing the Fortnite Four Corner Challenge. And it's gonna be so crazy, and you're not gonna want to miss all the stuff that's about to happen. I really do not find that type of content interesting at all, personally. You know, when your content is the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again, it's just not that interesting, honestly. Especially when it's all the same stuff, like everyone makes the exact same type of content. And first place, nice. I'm trying to find the best way to describe it. It's you know, it's the whole playing a character. It's literally, it's Mr. Beast content. Like, that's all it is.
Remember back in like 2022, I'd say, people were saying
the best way to be successful on YouTube is to not have any personality whatsoever. Be as basic and approachable as possible, and you'll automatically win. And I think at the time, many were just like, you're crazy. That's stupid. That's not gonna work. Like, or now we're in modern day, and I mean, we're now seeing the people who tried, it's not really going too well. Like, sure, there were probably, like, you know, people, mainly children, watching that type of stuff who did find it interesting, but I think most of the people now don't care about that type of stuff. I sure don't. I never found it interesting. A lot of the content I do watch nowadays is, like, primarily for the personality of the creator. Like, I don't really care what game they're playing or what their content is. It could literally be someone building a chair. And as long as they're entertaining and they're just an interesting person to hear talk, I don't really care. I'll still watch it. And I just hit a tree. You know, every single content person regurgitating the same crap over and over again is not interesting. And sure, I'm one to talk, my content sucks, but I mean, at least I care about the stuff I make. Kind of. Personally, the stuff I'm making is bad, and that's why I usually scrap half of it. And I'm not even gonna bother with this because I'm already doing so horribly. I could be making so many more videos. Probably. Most of them I do scrap because they're either completely dumb or just I take so long doing it because I just don't feel like doing it, mainly because I'm lazy. I had motivation to really do anything, and then that kind of goes into the videos, or I don't do anything, or I'm just not satisfied enough with it to where I scrap it. And then nothing gets done. And then sometimes with videos, I do spend so long putting it off that I then run out of storage and then just have to give up on it because I physically can't finish it. I had a giant, like, 20-minute long TF2 clip dump thing. With just a bunch of funny clips I had playing TF2. hours of content. Or hours of footage. And I had to scrap all of it because it took so long and I just kept putting it off and I ran out of storage. I used up so much storage trying to keep it and do other things at the same other videos that also haven't been finished yet at the same time that I physically could not finish that or anything else without scrapping it. Yeah, the videos I've made are fine. All of them are just me working with what I have because I don't have anything. I barely have like any sort of material to actually make videos out of or with. Like, you know, right now I could actually be recording the gameplay that I'm getting of me playing absolutely horribly in this game. But instead I'm... Are you serious? I think I can catch up here. This is not good. They are so fast, oh my god. The calming orchestra music definitely does help though. Can't play any of it because it's probably copyrighted, so I just put in like the Spies theme from Fortnite and it's basically the exact same thing. And I missed a checkpoint, which means I have definitely lost now. Oh yeah, now I'm in 12. Now I am in last. Wait. Can I get off the... That was miserable. Oh yeah, I landed it. So Fortnite, yeah, Fortnite I think is in honestly a solid state. I like the new season. That's it. New season's good. Content is fine. Apparently recently they removed shockwave grenades. I don't really know why. He's like, yo, these shockwave grenades are they're so bad. People are using them to run away from fights and all this other stuff. And personally, yeah, I agree. I hate that. I genuinely hate runners. They're like the worst part of this entire game. Like, if there was one thing specifically I'd have a problem with the current state of Fortnite, it would be runners. It is deeply annoying. Assassin's Creed Mirage is on Game Pass now. I mean, it's on the Ubisoft thing too, which you get for having one of the Game Passes, so that's fine, I guess. Cool. I've already played that game. It was really good. I have a clip uploaded onto my channel. Honestly, I know they did add a DLC for that game at some point. That would be a decent game for YouTube content. If only I had a capture card. Also, another thing I randomly found out, they put the Assassin's Creed characters in Raid Shadow Legends. I don't really know what they'd do in the game. I don't even know how Raid Shadow Legends works. Like, I think it was like Ezio, because of course it is, it's always him. Edward, Basim, Bayek, and Cassandra. Oh, shockwave grenades. Apparently people are now upset about shockwave grenades, like, oh, these things are absolutely horrible for the game, people running, stuff like that. Personally, I kind of agree. So I hate runners, like genuinely. I hate people who play Fortnite, a battle royale game, for the sole purpose of running away. It's like you're playing a third-person battle royale shooter game for the sole purpose of running away and hiding and running, and that is it. Like, what do you accomplish by doing that? I have no idea. Just apparently that's just what it is. I don't know. A lot of people are asking, like, why are people upset about shockwaves now? They've been in the game for years. It doesn't make sense that people are mad now. I think the reason is just the fact that there's no other movement options. Because, so for the past 3 chapters, let's say, maybe more, there's always been something for, you know, runners and all that stuff to use to run. Cars, grapplers, some gimmicky melee weapon. There's always something. This season, for Chapter 7, not only is there no gimmicky melee weapon, I mean, there's the new sword, but it barely works, and it's not really that good. And cars have been severely nerfed because they're just not in the... they're just barely in the game. You can barely find any. And that's good. That is great. It means that there's less people running away from fights and more people actually taking fights. However, that now means that the people who still decide to relentlessly run away have looked elsewhere for options to run away. That being the shockwave grenades. Because before, shockwave grenades were an option, but they were limited use, while cars and the gimmicky melee were basically unlimited use. And they're also, like, more difficult to use, because you need, like, knowledge. You have to, like, get down trajectory and all that other stuff. You can't just aim in a direction and there you go. So now that people would always use the other options, like the cars, the melee, stuff like that. Now that those options don't exist, they're forced to learn how to use shockwaves. And now that they have successfully learned how to use shockwaves, they are just using shockwaves. And here we are, in a season where everyone is just running away with shockwaves. Now in a point in time where people actually know how to use shockwaves, because everyone was forced to learn how to use them. That means now people actually know that the shockwave is like the best mobility option in the entire game. So because of that, people are now complaining about them now, because people are actually using them. Now they got removed. Fantastic. I don't really care. I just wish they could have given something as an alternative, because now there is no alternative. There technically are the small crash pads, but nobody uses those, and they're barely in the loot pool. I think they should have brought in the inflatables from Chapter 2. Those things were absolutely amazing, and they have never brought them back, and I don't know why. Oh yeah, I just finished watching original Naruto. Does that mean I'm a weeb now? I have not watched the Shippuden yet. I don't really have any way to right now, so funny thing with trying to watch any long-lasting show. There's like 50 billion different ways that you have to watch it. So like, original Naruto I actually found pretty easily. I actually found that pretty easily. Shippuden, I physically don't really have a way to watch it right now. So, there's a new SMG. Shippuden I don't really have any way to watch because I need to get a membership, like Crunchyroll membership for that, which I don't really know how to do, nor do I feel like doing it. Or the only box set of it I've been able to find is either super expensive or on Blu-ray. And I don't have a Blu-ray player because those things are kind of dumb. Adding something here because I forgot. I got distracted earlier, but something I do actually want to talk about. Blu-ray players. I don't like these things. I feel like Blu-ray players were one of like the biggest wastes in terms of human technology. Apparently it was supposed to make stuff look better, I think? I don't really know. And the reason I don't know is because I don't even think Blu-ray players are used anymore. Everything's now on a streaming service or on some other random thing, or I think now DVD players are just better. Or they just come with the same stuff that Blu-ray players have. So now it's just like, I don't really see Blu-ray players like Blu-ray DVDs or Blu-ray players or anything like that anymore. Which is funny, because I remember they used to be everywhere. I was saying earlier there, I was trying to find more stuff with Shippuden. And every single season that I could find on DVD in, like, the local store place I was at, all of the seasons, or every season of Shippuden specifically, was on Blu-ray. Because that was around the time when Blu-ray was absolutely everywhere, and everything new had to be released on Blu-ray, for some reason. But then at the exact same time, right next to it, I could find a copy of Boruto, which came out after Shippuden, I think. I'm pretty sure it was on normal DVD. Like, that shows how dumb Blu-ray as a concept was. At least I think it was. So it's like, what was the point of Blu-ray? If now I'm pretty sure it isn't even a thing anymore. So actually, I have a list of random crap that I would consider, like, wastes of human evolution. Like stuff, like basically just a list of some of the most useless inventions of all time. Like you remember the realm of the world's mistakes or whatever from The Amazing World of Gumball? There are a few things that I put in there. Blu-ray being one of them, and the two other ones that I can think of off the top of my head are paper straws, which lasted a total of maybe like half a year before everyone just went back to plastic, and hand dryers. Because hand dryers are also completely useless and kind of cause more problems than anything. I just don't have a Blu-ray player. Did they change around the... Did they change the menu icons again? Or not the menu icons, like the things above the HUD. Original Naruto is pretty good. I actually surprisingly liked it. I went in having like 0 expectations. I've never watched anime before, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of curious. Like, I'm curious. I don't know how good or bad it'll be. I've never watched anime up to that point, so I'm like, yeah, let's give it a try. And it actually wasn't that bad. It had its moments, but it wasn't awful. Maybe it's because I only watched the episodes that are considered manga canon, but it was not that bad. I had a decent time. The characters were interesting, the story was fine, but unfortunately, because Naruto is old, I've been pretty much spoiled on absolutely everything that happens. None of the deaths were surprising. I don't even think there were any deaths, were there? 3 deaths. Yeah, there was like 3 deaths, I think, and none of them were too surprising, because I already knew about them. All of the potential deaths, like, the Sasuke retrieval arc probably would have hit harder if I didn't know that most of the characters survived, but I already knew most of the characters survived, so... Or no, I already knew all of the characters survived, so no, it really didn't hit that hard. It's supposed to be like life or death, like potentially everyone except 2 people potentially are going to die, like, or are potentially going to die, and it's just like, no, I already know, like, all of them survive anyway. The show wasn't bad, like, fights were entertaining, the humor was... I don't really care too much. Characters were interesting. That's kind of it. It was fine. It left me wanting to watch more of it, so I would say it succeeded. I even ended up buying the Kakashi skin in Fortnite. I mainly bought the Kakashi skin because the other ones all kind of look really bad. Or they just have the Shippuden designs, which I think are just kind of okay. I haven't seen them at all. I don't have any experience with those designs, and I don't really care. I did not mean to do that. You fool, I have mobility. You were a bot, so it didn't matter. Okay. He's running. Now he's in a bush, that's great. Gonna keep running? Yes, you are. Great. Cool. Dude, really? You are so boring. Yeah, maybe you would have won that fight, like, maybe you would have won that fight if you played aggressively at the beginning. Like, I feel like that guy was in a full advantage. He could have just continued pushing forward. I probably would have lost. Like, he got me super low. But instead he just sat in that bush so I could get shots off of him and close the gap to where he then was too close. Oh. Alright. Okay, I at least want to be able to. I at least want to be able to use this, so I will face you in fisticuffs. Come on. Go. Die! Somehow the longest fight I've ever had in this game, and it was throwing cheese puffs at someone with a gun.